Hello and welcome to this Virtuance demo presentation. I am so excited to be providing you guys with a lot of information just about who we are. My name is Rachel Gombosh, and it's my pleasure to introduce myself as part of Virtuance, a company specializing in visual marketing and real estate photography. And I am the community marketing manager. So I'm responsible for exactly that, community marketing. And as part of my role, I connect with our partners, our agents, our clients, and provide educational content resources and marketing resources throughout our network that help you get further in your career. So the purpose of this short demo presentation is to ultimately just introduce ourselves, introduce who Virtuance is, and really to showcase our value and why we are so different from any other professional photography and visual marketing company out there. So with that, we are Virtuance. We'll just jump right into it. So we're a team of marketing experts, scientists, problem solvers, and artists. And we are striving to provide clients with consistently stunning images and visual solutions that are ultimately helping them to win more listings, sell homes faster, save them time and money, improving their brands, and advancing their marketing. But there is a secret sauce to our success. So Virtuance is different from any other photographers in the real estate space because we use what's called HDReal. So we spent 2.5 years researching buyer psychology to figure out what makes buyers click on listings when they are looking at online photos. So through this research, we were able to put science behind data and behind something that is normally and typically considered an art. So on the power of HDReal, so we had Toby Pro, the leading eye tracking technology company, conduct a study where they surveyed 100 homeowners. And this was a fully immersive study where participants had these big goggles that were measuring where their eyes were moving when they were looking at a series of images. And based on those 2.5 years of research, we then conducted our own proprietary imaging system that applies a 25-step artificial intelligence process to every single photo that we process. And it provides you with magazine quality images every single time that have been proven to receive 2 times more clicks than any other professional photos. And they also hold users' attention the longest. So our images are doing more than just looking pretty. They're actually attracting attention. So if you can see on this heat map, the larger heat spots are Virtuance images. So not only were we able to see that participants were looking at our images first, their eyes were going towards our images first, but our images were actually holding their attention the longest as well. And that's really important to note because we want to get you increased showing exposure and we want to help you create that emotional and visceral connection with potential buyers through the visuals that you're providing in all of your marketing. So our goal is to help you get more clicks online and more showings so that you can sell that property faster and for more money. So on the power of HDReal, let's take a look at some before and after photos to see what HDReal can really do. So in this first image, we have a picture of a dining and living room space. It's a great professional photo. There's nothing wrong with it. It shows you exactly what you need to see, the dining space, the living room space. But let's take a look at that image with the power of HDReal so we can see how drastic of a change it has. Quite a difference, right? Let me flip back and forth real quick. Before and after. So in this HDReal processed image, we are seeing different edits such as white balance, which is the adjusting of temperature and tint so that colors show up correctly. We're seeing changes and adjustments in exposure, which is the overall brightness or darkness of the image. We're seeing changes in contrast, the variance between the light and dark parts of the image. Changes in clarity, saturation, sharpening, a method which contrast is increased anywhere in a light area where light areas meet the dark areas, thereby making photos look sharper, right? It makes the legs look sharper on the chairs. Where the carpet meets the floor, it makes those spaces look sharper. But we're also seeing a really important feature that I want to point out called perspective correction. So real quick, if I flip back and forth between these photos again, you see a brief difference in the actual perspective of these two photos. It's oh so very slight, but you do see a difference in the perspective. So this corrects distortions that are made by shooting an image that's not quite square necessarily with your subject. So, as an example, if you were shooting like a skyscraper, you have to tilt your camera up so you can get the entire building into the shot, correct? So, when you do that, that actually causes the skyscraper to look like it's angling in at the top because you're not as tall as a skyscraper. You can't capture all of that. So perspective correction is going to straighten that so the building stands up and down. And that's what perspective correction is doing. It's allowing you to fix this so the building looks square. So on that note, HDReal is not meant to lipstick anything by any means, but it's meant to showcase the real beauty of a space. Again, helping to build that emotional connection to a home through a combination of the art of photography with marketing science as well. So let's take a look at another photo real quick. So again, we have a picture of a really great living room space, family room space. Nothing wrong with this image. You can see everything you need to see, but let's take a look at that HDReal image. Quite a difference here. A little bit of a difference from the previous shot, and I'll explain why in a second. Before, after. So in this second shot, we have all the adjustments that I had mentioned before, the white balance, perspective corrections, but we have something here that is really important. So alongside all the other adjustments I mentioned from the previous before and after, in this space, we can also clearly see the change in quality of the overall room composition. And there's a big difference because you can see the big difference between the viewpoints in these photos. So ultimately, we want to make sure that we are displaying all of the connections and the details in all of our images, and we're highlighting the valuable features throughout a home and throughout a space. And our nationwide network of photographers are all trained to capture spaces. They know how to make a property sell. They have mastered real estate marketing, and they know how to make a room look the most appealing to a potential buyer. So we're taking those 2.5 years of visual research and we are teaching it to our photographers so that they are best equipped to capture your space and make it the most appealing in the best light possible before we even send it through HDReal, our HDReal image processing technology. So how else does HDReal help you win? What benefit to you? What benefit is there to you that you receive from using Virtuance Services? So to help buyers visualize themselves in these listings, we are ultimately trying to tell a story. So having pretty pictures is really great. It's fantastic. We all love beautiful pictures. But what good are those pretty pictures doing if they're not ultimately helping you at the end of the day to sell more listings and benefit your overall business? So I want to throw some statistics your way. About 96% of home buyers are viewing listings online, meaning your market, your pool of buyers, they're online. They're starting there. When it comes to viewing a home, 86% of buyers consider images to be the most important factor. So they are looking for you to provide not only just images in general, but quality images as well. Then it takes about 6 seconds to capture an online buyer when they are viewing online photos, meaning when they are searching through a series of listings online, you only have 6 seconds to even get their attention to even look at your listing even further. And then once you capture their attention, you have 20 seconds of them flipping through your images and through your listing before they decide to submit their information to you. All that to say, you do not have a lot of time. You have under 30 seconds to get a buyer to decide that they want to submit their information to you because they want to see your listing. So consequently, if your images are not telling a good story, then your potential buyer may not come to see your home in person. So to make sure that your listing has the best chance of being seen and being sold, we want to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to give it the best possible exposure. And that's why we've gone the extra mile with our in-depth eye tracking study and the development of HDReal. We want to be able to talk the talk and walk the walk and be able to prove that our images are actually making homebuyers click and view your listings. And that's why we're seeing 88% of our clients win more listings. We're seeing 88% of our clients sell listings faster. And we're seeing 92% of our clients increase their showings, which is fantastic. So outside of the scientifically backed professional photography, what else are we doing to ensure your listings are earning the viewership and the interest that they deserve? So through us, we can essentially make all of your visual marketing needs a very beautiful and streamlined process. So you can come to us for virtual and 3D tours, including things like Zillow 3D Home and Matterport 3D tours. You can come to us for aerial photography and video, single property listing websites, HDReal image enhancements, which ultimately just make our HDReal images even better than they already are. So we have an enhancement called Blue Sky Guarantee. And what this is ultimately doing is if we show up to shoot your property and it's really cloudy and gloomy and kind of a gross, yucky day, we can actually turn that photo around and make it look like that gross sky was never even there. We can put in a beautiful blue sky. So that way we can help you market your listing. And that's our weather. That's essentially our weather insurance guarantee. And then we also have our marketing enhancements, which are ultimately helping you to show off and gain reach on your listing and getting you that, getting you more visibility and getting you more online reach. Plus, with every listing package, you'll receive access to the Virtuance Marketing Suite at no additional charge, which is awesome. So the Virtuance Marketing Suite is our all-in-one marketing platform, and it's our content delivery system. It's ultimately how we are providing you with your deliverables, how we're providing you with your order. So once your order is ready, you will be able to access all of your visual content via the Virtuance Marketing Suite. And from there, you can download your images in various formats that you may need, including web-friendly, print-friendly, and even images that are custom sized for your specific MLS, depending on where you're at, right? Every MLS is different. The marketing suite is essentially your back end or your management system. And then the front end or your client-facing side is what is going to be your property website. So if you look at this image right here, the image that's in the little laptop is going to be that back end that you can see. That's your management system. And then that front end, again, that client-facing side is going to be that single listing website. So some other features of the marketing suite. Just want to touch on a few that I think are really important, but there's a ton of features that I could ultimately go over. The first one I already touched on briefly, but it's the custom property websites. So every listing has its own custom website, and this has lead generation capabilities. So each page has an easy to use lead capture form that's built into the page where a buyer can enter in their information if they're interested. That gets sent over to you so you can then easily follow up with them. We know time is of the essence, so that allows you to easily and quickly follow up with a potential lead so that you don't lose them, which is awesome. Another feature, it supports the Virtuance Marketing Suite supports interactive content, which is great because if you're adding extra photos or videos to a listing that maybe are helping to showcase more of the lifestyle, the community, whatever it may be, maybe you're trying to show it off during Christmas time or during fall, you can very much easily do that now. And then you can easily promote your listing on Facebook, Twitter, and other social platforms just by simply pressing a button. Easy as that. And then finally, you will have access to a real-time statistics and lead generation dashboard, which is awesome. So you can measure your engagement. It's possible to do it through the Virtuance Marketing Suite. Following the promotion of your listing, you can see how it performs. So this report is ultimately going to show you where your unique visitors are coming from, what your traffic sources are, and what your most popular images are, which I think is really fun to be able to see what images people are most interested in when it comes to your listing. So now that we've covered a lot of Virtuance features, I want to be able to wrap it up with some final benefits that you get just by partnering with us and just by using our services. So you will receive access to free educational content through virtuance.com, including webinars, templates, and guides. We even have checklists, and all of those are free. We are big on providing educational resources that help you get further in your career. So if you need to know something about real estate social media marketing, we've got it. We've got a blog article, a webinar for you to watch, a podcast episode for you to listen to. So we've got all of those awesome educational resources for you to be able to plug into. Additionally, we've got award-winning client support. We have the ability for you to order and schedule online 24/7 at your convenience, which is fantastic. We know, again, this is a churn and burn type of industry, so that online 24/7 ordering and scheduling is crucial for you. And then we also provide an option that is, we also provide next day delivery, excuse me. So when you schedule your shoot, one of our professional photographers will be out to capture your listing in 1 to 3 business days. And then we will always deliver your images by 5 p.m. the next day. And that's our guaranteed deadline no matter what. So then the option is that you can pay for rush delivery if you do need your images sooner. For a faster turnaround time, you do have the option to select that when you are scheduling your shoot. So about scheduling a shoot, I want to talk about how you can easily do that. So it's super easy to schedule a shoot. You just want to be able, you can do it online, like I said, 24/7. Just go to virtuance.com. If you go in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see an option to schedule a shoot. You'll plug in some easy property details. It'll pop up with the pricing and all of your options. If you want to grab that blue sky guarantee or get your images captured with a beautiful twilight sky, you have those options as well. So you can select all of that and get through that process online 24/7. So that's an option. Or additionally, you can schedule your shoot by phone at 1-844-443-7325 and speak to one of our top-notch customer service representatives to help you schedule your next shoot, which is really awesome. It's a really easy process. So just head over again online is virtuance.com. Upper right-hand corner, schedule your shoot. Fill in some basic information about your property details, and you can go on from there. So thank you so much for joining me today. We are wrapping up. I just wanted to say additionally, if you guys have any questions at all about our products or our services, you can reach out to us at any time, any place, anytime. Just reach us at info@virtuance.com, and we are more than happy to answer any of your questions. We would love to get those answered for you. So thank you again so much for joining me today.